Welcome to this lesson on the Western interpretation of the transverse mixed superior catabolic modalities of the global balance method. The first slide answers the question, why are these modalities labeled transverse mixed superior catabolic? Next, the principle of using basic nominal sums to label each individual modality within the category is covered in brief, along with a diagram of each mode and its color coding. Finally, all 6 modalities within the category are presented through all 3 nominal sums and both chiral expressions, along with a brief series of notes on the iterative nature of the pedagogy in the context of the chiral expressions. Slide 1, Nomenclature. Why transverse mixed superior catabolic? In keeping with the spirit of simplicity, there are 2 basic points to remember. First, transverse mixed superior catabolic modalities treat illnesses across the transverse plane, such that hand treats foot and foot treats hand. Second, modalities in this category are of 2 general types, warming and drying, or cooling and drying. Of these 2 types, the warming and drying meridians have the greatest surface area with which to treat conditions of the foot, with the ratio of hand channels to foot channels being 2:1. Thus, the transverse mixed superior catabolic modalities are best used to treat cold conditions across the transverse plane by stimulating the more plentiful hands warming and drying meridians for the purpose of warming a patient suffering from a chill. For the purpose of reinforcing the academic values given, a reading of the description behind the motives for the nomenclature will be provided here. The caption for the diagram found on the lower left-hand side reads as follows. In the transverse mixed superior catabolic context, a treatment is applied to meridians on the superior side of the transverse axis. The meridians used for treatment are the hands warming and drying vessels. Mixed superior hand vessels are best suited to treat cold conditions indicated through the cooling and drying channels of the feet. The bullet points on the right provide the same information previously given from a slightly altered but entirely equivalent perspective. They are as follows. All axial modalities treat conditions with the side of the axis opposite to the site of the indication or injury. Transverse mixed superior catabolic modes do this best across the transverse plane, using the hand vessels to treat the foot vessels. In the transverse mixed superior catabolic context, the vessels in the superior situation are both of a warming and drying nature, but their peak expression occurs during periods approximately 8 hours apart. Mixed superior catabolic modes of this type are always composed of warming drying vessels and cooling drying vessels in a 2:1 ratio respectively. Basic treatments are then achieved by selecting the warming and drying vessels of the hands for their greater surface area and their opposition to specific cold conditions. In general, the modality is named for the difference between the catabolic meridians found within the superior context. Slide 2, Basic Nominal Sums. Transverse mixed superior catabolic 24, 28, and 32. The 3 modalities shown here are some of the more common patterns used in treating clinical complaints. Setting the semantics of their physiological expression aside, this material will provide a valid nomenclature useful for categorizing the modes themselves and their orientation within the scope of the global balance method. Proceeding from left to right, the transverse mixed superior catabolic modes are composed as follows. Transverse mixed superior catabolic 24 consists of the small intestine, spleen, and triple burner vessels, labeled for their nominal equation 6 plus 4 plus 10 plus 4 equals 24. Transverse mixed superior catabolic 28 consists of the triple burner, kidney, and colon vessels, labeled for their nominal equation 10 plus 8 plus 2 plus 8 equals 28. Transverse mixed superior catabolic 32 consists of the colon, liver, and small intestine vessels, labeled for their nominal equation 2 plus 12 plus 6 plus 12 equals 32. Slide 3, Chiral Expression. The above diagrams are presented here to complete the exposition of the subject within the context of this particular modality. Understanding the chiral assignment of left or right to any one given mode in the transverse mixed superior catabolic context is simply a matter of determining on which side of the body a pair of sequential even-numbered channels have been assigned. Greater detail regarding the chiral expression of the imaged axial modalities as a whole will be handled in a separate video.